Hi Cancer, this is Tisch Aitken, and this is your monthly report for the month of January 2022. I want to wish you Happy New Year. It's been a very difficult time, but there's a lot to work with in 2022, new beginnings. And at the end of last year, Jupiter, which is the grand benefic and the luckiest planet, entered the mutable water sign of Pisces, where it will transit until May 10th in your house of hope and manifesting and optimism, as well as belief systems and higher learning. And it will enter the cardinal fire sign of Aries on May 10th until October 28th in your house of career and life goals. And then it will re-enter the late degrees of Pisces until December 20th when it re-enters Aries. And so it's beautiful in Pisces. It's a fellow water sign, adding more water to the sky, which we need. We need some emotional energy. We need some empathy and love. Jupiter loves being in Pisces. It is in its dignity. It rules Pisces and ancient astrology. Jupiter is going to be working with Neptune, which is the modern ruler of Pisces. Jupiter is the vision and Neptune is the dream. And they're going to meet up in the beginning of March. They're going to start dancing together. And then from April 9th through April 12th, they will be conjunct. On April 12th, they will be exact at 23 degrees of the mutable water sign of Pisces. And this is a beautiful energy, house of hope and manifesting. So really trying to expand your dreams and your vision through up-leveling your belief systems and believing it's possible. There's a stellium of planets transiting in the cardinal earth sign of Capricorn, which is your opposite sign, in your house of partnerships and relationships. Venus, which is the planet of love and money and what you value, station retrograde on December 19th at 26 degrees and 29 minutes of the cardinal earth sign of Pisces, of Capricorn rather. And it set off where Pluto retrograded at the end of April of 2021. And Pluto is the cosmic compost, which wants you to eliminate what you need to get rid of in order that you can transcend and transform your life. And Venus and Pluto met up on December 11th. They met up again on December 25th while Venus was retrograde. And they will meet up a third and final time on March 3rd. Then Venus will leave Capricorn altogether on March 6th. It'll be there for 4 months in total because it entered on November 5th and will be there until March 6th of this year. And so it's really an opportunity to re-examine your relationships, how you are valued by others, how you value other people. If some relationships are healthy, it's retracing where Saturn was essentially from March 4th through November 4th of 2020. And March was really in the United States when we started to get more in the lockdown aspect of the pandemic and things really started to surge. And it's re-examining how you can be more effective in your relationships and your partnerships and work together in healing and coming together in this difficult time. And Venus and Pluto dancing together is not an easy one. It's facing the truth. It's kind of like the judgment card, facing what's not working, even if it's painful to admit it, in order to move forward and to heal your life. So we've got that going on. The nodes of fate will change signs on January 18th. The north node of karma will enter the fixed earth sign of Taurus in your house of friends and groups and networking. It will be there until July 17th of 2023. The south node of karma enters the fixed water sign of Scorpio in your house of romance and creativity, and you're meant to go towards the North Node, although we're working with both of the nodes of the moon. And the North Node wants you to build community and connect with others, as does the new age of Aquarius. So we begin the month of January. A lot of emphasis on your relationships with 4 planets transiting. The Sun, Venus, Pluto, and Mercury are all transiting in your house of partnerships. So that's a huge focus. If you're single, a lot of focus on relationships. Could be an opportunity to meet someone after Venus stations direct, but reassessing your old patterns, or if people from your past resurface, which is very likely with Venus retrograde, but particularly because it's in your house of relationships, hearing what they have to say, seeing if it's something healthy for you, or figuring out what that story, what that lesson was for you so that you can move ahead. On January 1st, the Sun forms a beautiful trine to Uranus, the planet of ingenuity and invention, at 4:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's good for you for manifesting your dreams and hope and connecting with other people. And on January 2nd, Mercury, which is the planet of communication, enters the fixed air sign of Aquarius on 2:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mercury will retrograde on January 14th, and it's transiting in your house of death and renewal, of wounds and healing, of joint resources, debt, and money. It's other people's money, but it can deal with debt and taxes. And Mercury will be transiting there. It will retrograde on February 14th at 10 degrees of Aquarius, and then it will re-enter Capricorn on January 25th, re-entering your house of relationships. It's also retracing the Saturn story, because Saturn only got as far as 13 degrees of Aquarius in 2021. So re-examining how you can be more effective in doing your healing work and facing the wounds in order to heal, and facing your debt and figuring out your finances. And then Mercury will re-enter Capricorn, enabling you a further opportunity to reassess your partnerships. Venus is retrograde there, but so will Mercury be at the end of the month. Mercury will station direct on February 3rd at 24 degrees and 22 minutes of the cardinal earth sign of Capricorn, triggering where Pluto has been the last 2 years, close to where the Saturn-Pluto conjunction occurred on January 12th, 2020 at the world point, the conjunction that changed the world. And that occurred in your house of relationships. So Mercury is going to be retracing the Aquarius story and a bit of the epic of Capricorn as well. And for you, really also a big focus on your partnerships in the beginning of the year, how you partner with others, how you partner with the world and yourself. On January 2nd, there is also a new moon at 1:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at 12 degrees and 20 minutes of the cardinal earth sign of Capricorn. This is a great new moon for setting intentions around your relationships. It's an annual new moon. If you're single, excellent for meeting new people, good for business opportunities with other people, and good for planting seeds. And do the law of abundance and really honor this energy. And then on January 3rd, Jupiter squares the north node of Karma at 6:39 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that is an auspicious energy. Jupiter will be at 1 degree and 2 minutes of the mutable water sign of Pisces. And the north node is transiting at 1 degree and 2 minutes of Gemini. The nodes of fate change signs on January 18th. But good for you for meeting people and networking and connecting. So it's a nice energy. And then on January 5th, Venus, which is the planet of love and beauty, forms a beautiful sextile to Neptune, which is the higher octave of Venus. And this occurs at 11:03 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good for you for working with manifesting love in your partnerships. Good for romantic energy and very creative energy as well. On January 8th, Venus and the Sun meet up at 7:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at 18 degrees of Capricorn, and they form a Venus-Sun star point. This is an 8-year story around creating what you value. Venus retrogrades in our lifetime in 5 signs, and in this case it's retrograding in Capricorn in your house of partnerships. As I've mentioned, there's a lot of focus on relationships. Honor that energy like you would a new moon. Do whatever ritual speaks to you, plant the seeds, and figure out what you want to create in this new 8-year story. On January 14th, Mercury retrogrades at 6:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at 10 degrees and 20 minutes of the fixed air sign of Aquarius in your house of healing and transformation, as well as money. And this is again an opportunity for you to re-examine your finances, your emotional health and well-being, and how you can heal yourself. And then on January 16th, the Sun and Pluto meet up at 9:51 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That could bring endings for you in relationships. It could bring power struggles, but it could also bring you empowerment in standing up for yourself in relationships. Venus in Capricorn is about setting boundaries, and the Sun is transiting there too for a little while longer, underscoring the fact of bringing a healthy tone to your relationships. On January 17th, there is a full moon in your sign that occurs at 6:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at 27 degrees and 51 minutes of the cardinal water sign of Cancer in your house of self. This could bring culmination and fruition to things that you've been working on. It is likely to be very emotional because the moon rules your sign, and it's an annual full moon in your sign, but it's also about letting go of things in order for you to build new beginnings. On January 19th, the Sun enters the fixed air sign of Aquarius at 9:39 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, entering your house of money and debt and transformation, and it will be there until February 18th, again emphasizing more about your finances and doing healing work. On January 23rd, the Sun and Mercury meet up at 5:28 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and they meet up in your house of healing, really facing that energy and doing work with that. Good for focusing on your finances as well. On January 24th, Mars, which is the planet of action, enters the cardinal earth sign of Capricorn at 7:53 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be there until March 6th in your house of relationships. More emphasis. Mars enters there every 2 years. It is exalted and very powerful in Capricorn, and it's about taking action to partner with others in every way possible. However you want it to be, you can get it going and make it happen with Mars now transiting in the sector of your chart. On March 25th, Mercury, which is the planet of communication and transportation, re-enters the cardinal earth sign of Capricorn at 10:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It stations direct again on February 3rd at 24 degrees and 22 minutes of Capricorn, and then it will exit Capricorn altogether on February 14th when it re-enters your house of healing and transformation where it will be until March 9th. So it's re-entering the Capricorn end of the story. On January 29th, Venus, which is the planet of love and money, stations direct at 3:46 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at 11 degrees and 5 minutes of Capricorn in your house of relationships. It's going to be there until March 6th. Great for your love life, for your professional life, working with others in any way possible. I wish you a lot of luck, Cancer, and thank you very much.